Rashmi is the co-founder of Seamstress hand-woven and sustainable fashion startup. She also co-founded Kranganor, interesting name, a theme resort rooted in Kerala's rich history. She, of course, is a marketeer at heart. She started her marketing career with Coca-Cola and with Saregama. Rashmi, we look forward to hearing your perspective.
So mine is a very simple story. I am a storyteller. That's what I do. My eyes and ears are open to the world around me, to the people around me, and they're all around you. These stories, the things that they do, the land that you live in, and the work that they do. And it's not just the awe-inspiring part of existence. It's not just the awe-inspiring art forms and traditional crafts, but also the simple everyday. You know that the daily of this fisherman, the weaver, the tailor, the shopkeeper, the children, animals. So that's what I do. That's my job. I capture these stories, I write about them, I photograph them, I make videos about them, and I put them out in this digital world. And I hope that someone on the other end is inspired by them, is momentarily transported to this world that I've drawn, that I've created, and we form a connect. So I am co-founder of Seamstress and Kranganor. Seamstress is a clothing label. We work with handloom weavers and handcraft artisans. Kranganor is a riverside resort nearby the River Periyar, and you come there, you can experience, of course, the rich cultural heritage of the land, but also the simple village life without the complexities of, the city life that we all take on ourselves. I'd like to just quickly take you through my journey from Seamstress and Kranganor, and I hope that if someone is out there wanting to start something on their own and they don't know how to go about it, that very, very, very simple, what do you say, key philosophies that I've kind of tried to follow. So I'll just share my screen because I kind of think that picture always, sort of tells us is better than 1,000 words. So here it is. And I think that the power of storytelling is just. Can you guys see my screen? I hope because my connection is a little, yes. So the power of storytelling, like I said earlier. So let me just take you through some of the work that we've done. So we did this work with the Theyyam artists, and this Theyyam artist that you see in the picture is the one who actually made the applique work that you see the model wearing. So it's not just like a cosmetic placement of the model in front, but it's a collaborative work that took us almost a year. And this we put out there in the social media. Like, the artist is the creator, and he is absolutely your inspiration as well. We worked with crepe. Linen is touted as one of the fabrics that breathes and is absolutely best for tropical weather. And we have something called crepe in our country, in our land. The story goes that in Kannur at one point in time, every village, every house had a loom which would weave crepe. And the market crashed one fine day and everyone was out of a job. And here is this beautiful high twist yarn fabric that's lying cobweb ridden in the corner of some handloom society. And I thought, let's just see if there's anything to it. And it's a wonderful, beautiful fabric, perfect for our weather. So we worked on the crepe revival. And again, the story that I put out is that an attempt to revive what is something that was of much pride and much beauty. We worked with, this is an interesting story. It truly is a reflection in cloth of how the cultural history of Kerala is come through in this fabric. It is actually worn by a small community of people living in Fort Kochi, but this ceremonial robe is woven all the way in one handloom society, just one, mind you, in Kannur. And where did it come from? The Kavaya Tuni is actually derived from the Malaysian word called kebaya, and this was actually the traditional dress of the Malaccan women, and that the Portuguese brought over when they came to Kerala. And when they married Malayali women, they continued this practice. The kebaya then became the Kavaya Tuni, and we created a whole collection around this. So what I'm trying to say is that there are these stories around you, and then you intersperse them within your work and put the story out there. You never know who it is that at the other end that you're touching. We also capture the simple village life. It's not just the awe-inspiring stories, but it's also the simple life. The barber shop, fishing boat, village kids, The other thing is what this digital world has done is that there are no geographical borders. You don't know who you're going to be touching and how, and probably in manners that you can't, in ways that you can't imagine. So it's important to keep an open mind. Now, I am, for example, someone who's the work that I do, both seamstress and Cranganore, is very rooted in Kerala, is very, very Kerala rich. And there is this whole Malayali diaspora all over the world. So I'm probably touching all of them, someone as far away in Alaska. Also people with Kerala affinity. For some people, it might just be like an inspiring story, a sense of discovery. But I'd say keep an open mind because you never know who you're going to touch. Like, for example, this menswear that I launched. And my most favorite garment, barring none, is the lungi, because I think that lungi is the garment which has, I mean, it's the best compliment that you can pay to a piece of clothing. It's just so function over form. And my inspiration is a fisherman. See how a fisherman wears his lungi and he's on his boat, he's standing, he's sitting, he's fishing, he's rowing, and all with such ease. And this was the inspiration for my menswear. This was the inspiration for my women's wear. Village aesthetic, simplicity, grace, fluidity. But sometimes how the person on the other hand sees it is I mean, look at this Spanish lady, she's worn it as a crop top. Could I have imagined this? No, I couldn't have imagined this. Here is this skater. He's just taken the swag and the freedom of a lungi and just injected it into his daily life as a professional skater. He's somewhere, I don't even know, somewhere in the US where it is. And you never know who you touch and how. The other thing that I'd like to say is that it's very important to show the human connect, that who are the people behind the stories. I wake up to this. This is what I wake up to. Fishermen, a crab fisherman, the clam fisherman, the tirada fisherman. I tell their stories. Today's a good day, today's a bad day. The chechis of the village, how they come cheerfully to work. And Jose, my cutter, who's been with me for so many years. Ammani is forever asking me for a raise. And these are all these little stories that it's very important to show the human face behind all these stories. And somewhere along the line, like in this post-COVID world, if you were to ask me that what is it that sort of helps you move on and find your footing, it is all of these little things. The people, like say for example, when pandemic happened, like earlier Dipanjan was saying that it's important to be agile, and as a small organization, I can be agile quickly like that. I found myself running out of fabric, and all the looms just had white fabric, so we quickly turned around and had a collection with just white fabric, and we were able to put our stuff out there despite having no other fabric. All our supplies, everything shut, and we turned into like a self-sustaining village with all our weavers, ladies coming into work, weaving, taking fabric fresh off the loom and shooting it right there in our little village, right in front of all of this beauty that you see. So that's my story. It's a simple story, and I think it's very important for everyone who's got an idea in their mind and you have this burning idea in your head, that please put out the story. Please put the power of storytelling is underestimated at some point in time, that it's really powerful. Sorry if I've overshot my time. That's it for me.
No, I completely agree with you that no matter what business anyone runs, that the power of storytelling and really showing what the brand stands for, what the entrepreneur's vision is very important out there. So thank you for bringing that out, Rashmi.